Shut up and sit down.
Hi everyone, today we are here with Trend Magazine's editor-in-chiefs. Trend Magazine is Iowa State's student-run fashion, beauty, and lifestyle publication, and the EICs will be telling us a little more about it, and we are so excited to hear from them.
All right, so can you guys all just start by introducing yourselves with your name, your year, your major, and then what you hope to be doing after college?
Yeah, so my name's Olivia Fegan. I'm a senior in apparel merchandising and design and marketing, and I hope to be somewhere in the fashion publication world after I graduate.
I'm Ella Bream, and I'm a senior in apparel merchandising and design with a minor in business. And I also just hope to be in the fashion publication world somewhere, like styling photo shoots, anywhere on the set of a photo shoot, and I would be happy in the future.
And my name is Isaac Quisling. I'm a senior studying public relations, psychology, and event management. And in the future, I don't really have it perfectly defined, but I just hope to be doing something creative or something with like content creation or marketing.
Awesome. All right, so the next few questions are just going to be a little more about the EICs. So first of all, how long have you guys been a part of Trend Magazine?
I have done it since I was a freshman. I've done it every semester other than when I was abroad.
I transferred to Iowa State my second semester freshman year, and I've been a part of Trend ever since then. So same as freshman year.
I transferred into Iowa State fall of 2019, and I just got started right away, and I've been a part ever since.
Right. And then this next one is kind of like two questions, but basically, what made you guys want to be an EIC? And then what is your favorite thing about being an EIC?
Personally, I think that I had, started as a committee member and worked my way up into a couple different director positions. And I just felt like I was ready to take the next step of taking on more responsibility and just having a little bit more creative freedom with, conceptualizing the entire magazine. So that's one of my favorite parts of just seeing our like one mood board concept and seeing it come to life in all these photo shoots. And then in the end, we'll have a physical mag.
Nice.
I know that the first meeting I walked into, I remember looking at Riley and Sarah and being like, oh my gosh, I want that to be me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, but I want that to be me. And I just threw myself into everything in Trend, and I thought it was so much fun. And I was able to meet so many people through Trend and really just get to express my creativity. And I knew that becoming EIC was something that I wanted to be from the beginning, just because you get to have so much of a say in the magazine, and then getting to go to all of our photo shoots and putting our director pairs together and then watch them like blossom as a duo has been so amazing this entire semester.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
We asked what made you want to be an EIC, and then like what's your favorite part about it?
Okay. Yeah, so what made me want to be EIC, well, I started as a committee member and then got the director position, and then things sort of just started aligning and opportunities were just kind of like offered. So I nowhere to go but up in the short time that I did have to spend at Iowa State. So that was kind of why I wanted to do it. And then I think my favorite part would just be kind of like the creative process that Olivia, Ella, and I have developed, and like the way that we've been able to like grow and like bounce off each other and just get to know each other like as creatives, and meeting every week and finally being able to hold our physical copy of the magazine is just something I love to think about.
Awesome. All right, the next one. Some of you guys touched on this just a little bit in your last answers, and if only one of you wants to answer this one, since the answer will probably be the same, that's all right. But next one is, what are some of your like main duties as an editor-in-chief for Trend?
I can take this one. So I guess beginning, we, like I said, conceptualize what the whole theme of the mag is going to be. We hold interviews to create our entire exec team. And like Ella said, we kind of pair everyone up on where their strengths are. And then we just kind of oversee everything that goes on for all the photo shoots. Hold our weekly meetings. We're currently working on cover, so that's like our photo shoot, which we're really excited about. But yeah, just it's a lot of overseeing what our amazing team is doing. So.
And then what do you guys think is like your greatest strength as editors, if that makes sense? Like, what do you guys think you do well personally?
I'm a people person. I love like being in like a leadership like position and having the ability to like kind of get to know everybody on the team, but also kind of like be able to know, like we said before, like with our pairings, and like know where people's strengths lie, and just kind of be involved with everybody and being able to go to everybody's photo shoots and everything like that.
Awesome.
I know, we joke, I get on a caffeine kick and I just do emails, and that's one of the things that I do. But yeah.
I really love the like creative aspect of everything, and like getting to go into Photoshop and make mood boards and going on Pinterest and planning everything out. And I think that the three of us together are really just good at bouncing our ideas off of each other and like using each other to grow everything as a whole.
Awesome. All right, you guys don't all have to answer the next one either. It's just what does a typical editor-in-chief meeting look like for you guys?
Coffee, oat milk latte. Usually we come in, sit down, catch up on what's going on. But I think all of us are pretty much like, okay, laptops out, notebook out, let's get started so that we can get going XYZ. We usually have like a list of talking points that each of us bring. So then we'll all go over those. And then usually from there, there's a lot of chit chat in between. So what probably could be a 45-minute ends up being a 3-hour coffee date. But yeah, usually there's lots of coffee involved, pretty direct to the point, moving forward with the magazine and furthering concepts and stuff like
that. What has been your guys' favorite memories as just being a part of Trend over the years?
I think that like photo shoot days are always going to be the most fun and exciting. They can be pretty stressful, but during them it's fun. You know, we always like blast music and just have a good time. So.
Yeah, I agree. Going to photo shoots and just watching everything come together is by far one of the best things in Trend. And then the release party, getting to hold the magazine in your hand, like there's nothing that tops that, like watching everything come together and then look at your spread, and it's so awesome.
Yeah.
I remember spring of 2020, I got my first director position, and it was for Trend for Men Runway. And then like days before our photo shoot is when the world kind of like ended. So then we didn't know at all if it was gonna be like going forward, what we were doing. And then we got a text one day in August that was like, hey, your guys' photo shoot date is in like 9 days. I know you haven't talked since August or since March, but yeah, you guys are on. And it ended up being like a really, really great shoot. And yeah, I'll always think back to that shoot or in the 2020 issue and just think of like all the uncertainty that there was, like not even knowing if it was going to be a thing, and then actually being able to like hold it in person now and seeing them everywhere on like Instagram and around campus and stuff is just really always brings a smile to my face.
That's awesome. All right, next, why do you think trend is an important part of Iowa State? Like, what do you think it brings to campus?
I feel like it allows such a creative outlet for everyone that joins. Um, I know that, there's not a lot of things that we'll say no to when it comes to concepts for photo shoots or story ideas. So yeah, that's I think one of the biggest things.
I also feel like when I was in high school, there was nothing like this. There wasn't like a fashion show, there were no magazines. So this has been just something that's been really eye-opening to me entering college, because it's helped me determine like, okay, this is what I want to do. Like I love doing this. And it's, again, like Liv said, it's just such a good creative outlet for people to have. And it's just a really good place to meet people. And it's really important to have something like this on campus, because it's just how people can find what they love and find a lot of people who are like-minded.
Mm-hmm.
And going off of that, I think that it also kind of, it builds you, or like gets you in the door of like a really like-minded community. Like being at a university as big as Iowa State, you can kind of see so many faces walking past Central Campus and in your classrooms and kind of be like, I don't really see anyone like me. Nobody here has the same kind of like interest that I do. But then on Tuesday nights when you go into meeting and everybody's in their like best outfits and in the clothes that they can only wear to exec meetings or stuff like that, I think just being in a room full of all those creative, like-minded individuals is just like a really safe space, and it's really important for members of our exec team and their committee members.
Mm-hmm. And then this next question is, I feel like maybe kind of similar to that last one, but we're just wondering what do you guys think makes Trend stand out from like other student-run magazines?
I feel like Trend is very niche in that it's like a fashion, beauty, lifestyle magazine. And something that we've been working towards is taking those topics and integrating them with social justice issues or things going on in our world. So it's not just how to style this outfit, it's taking deeper meaning, deeper topics and writing about those things that maybe other fashion magazines aren't always talking about. So that's something that we're proud of and that makes us stand out.
Yeah.
And I think we have highly accredited programs in design and fashion, and that's a good way to showcase both of them.
Mm-hmm. Totally. All right. The next question is, what do you guys think makes a good trend director, EIC, just exec in general? What kind of characteristics do you think a person would have to be a good leader for this publication?
For me, a big thing when looking for directors is you can tell during their interviews like how passionate they are about trend, and it really shines through like when they're talking about it. And that's something that you can't really teach to anybody. It's just in them, like without any better way of describing it. Like just being passionate about the magazine and willing to share your ideas and not worrying if this is too far, because it probably isn't. So just finding someone who's passionate about the magazine for me is the biggest thing.
And a really big thing would be like the ability to take initiative too. And it's one thing to like be at a photo shoot and just being there, but it's another thing to be like directing a photo shoot and making sure that all the models are in the right places and all the props are set up, and just being able to make the moves to make things how you want them and execute your vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with what
Isaac
and Alaba said.
So then just to talk a little bit more about like issue 30 in general, how did you guys decide on the theme for this issue, after party?
So
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. We were honestly all just kind of sitting on Zoom and we're like, okay, we know what our concept is, but we just don't have a name for it yet. So we've just felt that after party really encompassed like following up the 2020 issue and showing like how we've all transformed over 2020 in quarantine and everything, and how we've just grown as individuals. And we felt that it was a good name to symbolize that.
it was also fun because each of us had like ideas that overlapped, so we were able to combine all of them and put them together in order to form After Party.
Yeah, it's, it's more than just about the aesthetic of the after party aesthetic of the bright lights and the pretty colors and everything. It's really, reinvention was one of our main topic points that the theme kind of encompasses, and yeah, we just thought that after party was a fun way to represent that.
Awesome. All right, next, we were wondering if there was any committees that you guys were really excited to see, like the end result of their project this semester for this magazine.
You caught us at a really good time. We just
Yeah.
every weekend we come off of good photo shoots, and we're so proud of everybody in our exec team. I think there's so many different committees and pairings and stuff that we get so excited about every time that we see them, and then we get lost in so many different people that we kind of not forget about, but are just kind of not as frequently reminded of. But this last weekend we just came off of 2 really, really exciting photo shoots for fashion forecasting and runway, and we are really excited to get to selects tonight and get to see all those images and stuff.
I would agree. I'm so pumped to see them.
I would agree as well.
Runway is my committee, so I'm very excited to see it as well.
So good.
We cannot wait.
Yeah, I saw the pictures like on Instagram of Runway and they looked really good. I'm excited to see that too.
And then stuff that has not been done. So cool.
Yeah, definitely different, and I'm excited. So then we just have like one more question that's kind of just a random question to close out the interview. So what are some of your guys' favorite current fashion trends?
We asked this at our interviews and it caught everyone off guard, and now I'm caught off guard.
I was just waiting for them to say what's your favorite trend. So I'm just going to give the same answer that I gave during our interviews when people would ask it back to us. And it's not really a trend, but I am just like obsessed with Hailey Bieber's style. I think she just wears like, her outfits are so cool. I love them. They're really like simple, but they're also like just chic, and I just appreciate her fashion overall.
Yeah.
I'm really into like those big plastic chunky rings. I need to buy some because I don't have any, but I think that those are so fun.
I'm obsessed with the color chartreuse right now, like that bright neon yellow. When we were formulating After Party, the only thing I asked the design team was like, okay, you guys can have complete creative freedom, but I just want chartreuse in the color palette. Can we get that going?
Awesome. All right. Well, those are all the questions that we have for you guys today. Thank you so much for giving us a little bit more insight into trend and what it's like to be in EIC. We really loved having you guys today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
You too.
Bye.